Hi everyone, hope you are doing good, especially in this COVID situation. This is Bhavadharni, the leader of Women in Tech Group Trichy. First of all, thanks for joining, for spending your valuable time. And I'm sure that we will use your valuable time in a useful way. And everyone will have a question like why we have to attend the community meetups, especially in this busy schedule with this in between the project works, in between the personal works, especially in this work from home. So why we have to attend the community meetups? Why have to spend some time to attend it? Like that, everyone will have some questions. Maybe it will be very, very difficult to attend it, but there is only one answer. We everyone want to update our knowledge, update our skills, definitely, because in this IT industry, so it is very, very difficult to spend a separate time to update our knowledge. So it is very, very easy just to spend only 1 hour with this and improve your knowledge and update your skills. If you already know this topic like Salesforce Essentials, you can just update it. Or if you are totally new to this topic, just it is very, very really happy and very, very interesting to get to know about the features of Salesforce Essentials. So I hope this session will be really good and stay tuned. At the end of the session, we will conduct some quiz, online quiz kind of setup. So please do attend. It will be really interesting just to encourage the participants. Thanks for joining. I'm just hand over the session to my wonderful speaker, Harini Ranganathan. Thank you.
Yeah, very good evening, team. Without wasting the time, let's jump into essentials and see what are the cool features we have in essentials. Hope my voice is like audible to you all.
Yes, Harini.
Yeah, the screen is also visible, I think. So today, let's focus on Salesforce essentials. Like before jumping into it, let's see why and why are we like for what is the purpose we are going to know Salesforce essentials. Yeah, basically, Salesforce Essentials is for small set of business people. For example, I can tell you this by I have a business, like I'm running a business in Insta or Twitter, and what I'm doing is like I'm just going to sell some of the accessories, like the small petty things and the normal cost. And my business, I have around 20,000 to 30,000 followers, and my business has grown more than the data it can hold in an Excel sheet, while it is very small as compared to the bigger giants which is offered by Salesforce. That is the other editions of Salesforce. It is much lesser than that. Admits it's like grown far away from having my data in Excel sheet. So for people, mainly for that kind of people, what we have as a solution to take care of the data in cloud and take care of mainly the customers in cloud, we have Salesforce Essentials. So let's see what it can do. Before that, let me tell you the cost view of this Salesforce Essentials, because nowadays before we purchase something, to know about the product more, there are a lot of people who are in focus of the cost, and then they peep into the characteristics. So first, let me tell you the cost. It's like 14 days free trial, which is a great. Like we can ensure that what we want is being given by Essentials within the 14 days of free trial itself. Later, it's like 25 US dollars per user per month. It's like in this case we are going to take it bill, it's like the bill comes in the annually. It's like a full year kind of payment. While you use it for it's like every monthly payment, then it varies to 35 US dollars per month, and it is for a user. So you use like 10 users, then for each user you will be have to paying like $35 or $25 based on your mode of payment, whether annually or monthly subscription. So that is how it works. And this is a very comparison why we are going for essentials, because like as I said earlier, my business is much grown, much bigger as compared to a Excel sheet, while it's much smaller when compared to a professional enterprise or unlimited edition. So being that kind of mid-ranging between that business type, I cannot opt for a $75 per month professional edition to take care of my clients or customers or data, wherein my usage is much lesser as compared to this professional enterprise or unlimited one. So that is why mainly we go for essentials, which is like for lesser cost, and based on the data which we have, it is like very perfect for mainly small business and startups. Okay, so features, what features they offer? Yeah, these are the very good features that are in essentials. It's like manage leads, opportunities, accounts, and cases, which means like you can, as we all know, the lead conversion part. Generally, we used someone who is interested. We use them like store them in the Salesforce as a lead, and then based on their interest, or like how much interested they are going to buy, or the sooner they're going to buy, in that case we change them from lead. So that is possible. Even though Salesforce Essentials is a smaller edition, they are not removing the most of the basic features, because even people who are in mid range of the business group, they will be needing the basic of these all. So lead conversion is quite possible. As we all know, whoever it is, I might want to see my client or the customer I'm dealing with in the form of dashboards and reports, thereby like I can see their account, who all ordered, say I get 25 orders from Delhi today, I can just make a filter and see who all have ordered in Delhi on this day and this location. So that is how I can see everything in the form of graphical form through a dashboard and report. As I said earlier, it is like 10 users per org. And the onboarding setup, which means like we get a lot of help and inputs inside the org. That's like you can also have trial head, wherein like they help you guide through basically being a very new person to Salesforce. For each and everything, to understand everything, you can just go in for trial head and get to know what is and are available in Salesforce. So mainly in essentials, so that we get that help. Web chat, social media integration, angst and activity capture, all these collectively together, they are mainly for the customers that we are going to get in touch with. So what are all the ways that customer can get in touch with us, and what are all the ways we are going to reply them, and how we are going to like hold on to our customers and help them, thereby increasing the productivity as well as the business at a larger scale. So the web chat, social media integration, and angst and activity collectively, their purpose is that. And like save time with customer self service, like how they are going to get in touch with us. Mainly the customers today, where do you find them? It's like the lot of people who are interested in some product will be available, of course, in a lot of social websites, and you can get in touch with them with mail, call, and yeah, there are a few more options wherein like you can find customers and we can also interact with them. So like the customer self service is one of that, which is going to offer us how they are going to get in touch base with us with what we are going to offer them. So it is a vice versa thing. And as I said, as I have explained, these are the very cool thing. Like always keep in mind, essential offers 10 users per org. So that is a very good feature, because like you can restrict the number of people who are inside this org, and like you and your family is going to run the business, or you're around 10 people, your mother, father, your family, then include them all in the org, and then you start the business, and it has grown India where you get 30,000 to 40,000 followers in Insta. Yep, this is a good start. And Essentials can totally handle all the data which you have with that 40 customers in its cloud. So these are the very basic things. And these three features, these are some cool features that are available in Essentials. And I'm going to show you the demo of these three features mainly, because this is the way, being a person who's running a business, my perspective or what will be my focus is how I expand my business through my customers. It is not like spending so much to expand the business, but when you have a good customer in hand, thereby you have to spend a lot on that. The customers will help you build the whatever network or whatever things that is needed, thereby giving you a very big larger business scale and hope. Yeah, so these threes are going to help us to know how we are going to just take care of the customers and how connect to them. So like let's like without wasting some time, let's quickly jump into the demo. Stop me if I'm too fast, or like if you want some clarifications, we have a Q&A, so just hold on till that. So first let me show you the very basic. First let me show you web chat and how it's going to work. Web chat is nothing but a normal web portal that is being provided. So how it helps, like you organize or like you create a web chat, and like people, your customers are going to get in touch base with you with the help of that. So what you need for that, basically, let's jump into it. Go to setup. Just go to service console setup. I think we are in there already. Yeah, service setup. Let's click view all, and so chat with customers, as it suggests, it's a live and add live web chat to your customer service personnel. Yeah, this is how it works. So I'm just going to create a web chat with the help of Salesforce Essentials in here. So let's see how it works. Here I'm given a queue. I'm just naming it. I'm going to create a queue. So this queue will have the users, and whomsoever is available in this queue mainly will be able to get the request from the customer who is in need or who is in want of something. I just have only one user in my org, so if you have more than one user, you can just click the plus icon and just add them so that they are in this group, and whomsoever is present in the group will be getting the message from the customer who is in need of something or who wants to get in touch base with you. So that part is in here as displayed. Yeah, this domain name, we are going to give the Salesforce domain name or the org domain name which we have. So I'm just going to, this is basically, it is nothing but the org, and I have to just give it a proper name. So I'm just giving web, web chat essentials. Yeah. So this is where the place we have to focus mainly on. So if you want those customers who are going to get in touch base with you to be added to the contacts or cases in service, yeah, you can opt for that. Or in sales setup, yeah, that is quite possible. And just contacts, you don't want them as a case, you just want their contact, yeah, that is also quite possible. So on these three things which you are offered, you can like choose whichever you want or whichever way which is comfortable for you. So I would like to make it as service, and just remember it's just one at a time. So I'm just going to make it as service. I want the people to be in my service setup thing. So all the cases, the service which will have cases, those people will just come into that list. So what am I adding in here? Yep. This is quite an important thing. It's because like you are going to get the details from the customer, and what are all the details which you want to get from them. You can add them in here. So it is the record that is going to be stored in case object, and these fields will be in there. If you want, you can add more by just going into this, or if you feel like, yeah, this is enough, you can leave it as such. So that is how this part works. Let's give it a sec to load the things. Yeah, so basically we are getting a snippet code. So what we are going to do with the snippet code, just let's just copy it for the meanwhile, and I can explain you what it's going to do. Just copy it to clipboard and just copy it. So this snippet is going to help you the like it becomes the website, and it has a button which helps you to slide in through the whatever business point you have in your mind to get back to the people who sold something to you, or it's like in the perspective of a business person, this is the thing that's going to help the customers to get in touch with you. So I have just copied it, and I'm going to give a next. Yeah, so all these are done. Just give it done. So this is all set. So quickly I'm just going in here, and this is the omni channel. So what the omni channel does, so this omni channel helps you to basically capture all the uh, uh, like uh, what to say, it's like the cases or like the complaints they have in their mind. It helps you to get the customers into your org. So it grabs what it actually does is you'll just get a pop-up in here from the omni channel. Just let's hold on a while and see what it does. Basically it is an offline mode. This exactly is like a team. So how a teams will work, so it's like you have available for chat, maybe you're in lunch, so even that is there. So what happens when the concerned person is not on the table? Yep, we have a solution for that. Essentials helps you to basically capture all the people in whatever state they are. That is, if the person who is going to give a reply to the needy people, like, or the customer, it helps us to, you can put the available chat, and it helps you to just get the thing from them. Or if you're on a break, or offline, it helps you to just take them. You cannot just ignore a customer, because like ignoring a customer is it's just like ignoring the profit. So the valuable customer can be stored even if the person is away, or it's like not in the desk, to a contact, so that the customer is not lost, as well as you can answer to them later. So let's make it as available chat, and it is in the omni channel. So we have a snippet with us. Like what we are going to do with the snippet is like we're just going to put it in a VF code, and I'm just, for the demo purpose, I'm just showing it. You can add a lot of contents to that snippet on your own perspective, or in the perspective of the business if you want. I'm just going to create a new Visualforce page with the snippet which I obtained. I'm just naming it as web chat, making it available. This content is basically in there. If you want, just you can add it, or you can just remove it as you wish. All set. I'm going to give a save. Yeah, so this is the chat. This is the first name, last name. You're going to give the things. So I'm going to I got a product and I didn't receive the tracking ID yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give my name and my email address. Subject is like required tracking ID. And then I'm going to give my mail address. So let it be my mail address, and I'm going to give start chatting. So what happens is we have something in here. It's like, hello, Harni, you wait, you're up next. So let's quickly go to the Omni channel that we had. Yep. Yeah, so I think, yeah, this is the thing. So whatever case, like the person who registered, he pops up here. So I'm just going to give a click. I mean, there will be a tick mark in there. So I'm just going to give it a tick mark and it will just automatically redirect me to the place. So this is my case. I'm just being their customer. I'm just going to, let me minimize it. Yeah, here I'm going to give, hey, hi, your tracking ID is 1234 ABC. And then I'm going to give uh, just an enter. So it comes like, hey, hi, you're tracking ID. So whatever I have kept, I have text there will be in place. So this will be reflected in here. It becomes like a conversation. So after the conversation is done, like whatever query is there and you have answered everything, so you can give an end chat from your side. So I'm just giving an end chat. Yeah. So the chat is ended. The session agent chat ended by the agent. So that will come. You can just see the history of the chat which appeared for the future reference, and then you can go as a customer. Yeah, it shows chat. The chat is ended by agent. So yeah, that is it. So this is how you capture the customer who want to just come into your website and they do a chat. This can be relatively compared with the rest of the things, like you go to some shopping websites and there will be chat with the person, or like chat with the whom to say, the business people or something else. So that is how it works. You chat with your person whom you got the product, and from the business point of view, it's like your customer is getting the things, or like queries and other things getting clarified from you. So that's how it works. And for the future reference, this will be stored as a case, and this will be given a number, and you'll be able to see the rest of the things here, the chat here and the person and the details. So everything will come. See, contact, the name of the person comes as a contact with his email. So that's how it works. I haven't added a number. If you want, in the chat you can just include that phone number and all, and just add them. You can design it however you want, but this is the basic layout that I'm just giving you. So so web chat works in this process basically. Yeah, now let's get back to the Einstein activity. So basically, like what Einstein activity capture does is, there are people who do a web chat for your like to get in touch with the business person. There are people who also send mails. So how we are going to capture the mails? So mails, like you are going to get 150 mails, and it's not so easy to send everything to a mail and then you reply every person on the email of your like inbox through a mail. So that is not quite possible. So what we are going to do is, we are going to just embed the mail part to the Salesforce to do essentials of, and we are going to capture. So this helps you to just know the contact. It stores as a contact or a case, and it helps you to like how we are going to reply to them. So that is how it works basically. Let's go to setup, and again service setup. Oops, sorry, it's just a setup. I made a mistake. Yep. Yeah, we have Einstein activity capture. Let's quickly get settings. Get started. There are like options we hear. So what it actually means, either it's like your business account can be a Google account. So the person who's going to get in touch base with you, or like who's trying, or like if you want to revert back to them, say for example you have a contact in your essential docs, and you are going to reply to them, and you got that contact to through any form it can be. So how we are going to reply to that contact? So that is a use case which we are going to look in. So my business account can be a Google or a Microsoft account. So basically what the difference is being made is like, Google account, your account can be active for 6 months in the essentials in here. If you choose Microsoft, you can have 2 years of the thing, so that will be active for 2 years. So later either you can just buy it or renew it, or you can just change over the mail again from the first. I don't think the second option will be preferred because you'll lose your customers in that case. So I'm just going to, for the test purpose, I'm just going to give this. Yeah, this is actually the sync settings. What it actually helps in, like, the contacts, events, mails, and the calendars, everything basically. It'll be bi-directional from the Salesforce to the email and from the email to the Salesforce. So that if you want it bi-directional, you can use both, or else like you can switch over only this or that, whichever if you specify. In my case, I'm just going to have it as bi-directional. And since it's like contacts, I'll be able to get the things from the contacts and just reply to that person. Yeah, so in here in add users, we have available users because this is the only person, this is the only user in my org. It shows this. So in order, if you want a user to be shown in this part in the add users of the activity capture, what you basically have to do is you have to just go to the inbox with instant activity capture. You have to click that permission set and make the user available for us to use it in the instant activity capture part. So basically, I'm just going to assign this person the permission set and just save it, so that we'll be able to view that person here. So whomever you're adding in that permission set will be here for the display. So I'm just choosing it and then giving next. This is actually exclude address basically acts like a WhatsApp block. So what happens is you don't want to something, you don't want to get something from that person, or maybe spam kind of thing maybe coming. It may be an auto-generated mail from some source. So you just want to block all those kind of thing. What you know in hand is like you know their mail address. So you're just going to give everything, the mail address and the domain, so that you can just block them as per your need. If all, I don't have any such case for, since it's demo purpose, so I'm just leaving it blank for now. And yeah, share with everyone or don't share. So whomever we are going to like the person who's we added as user, and he'll be doing that chat through mail. Basically it is a mail kind of chat thing through the through for the customer. So you want others to see it or you don't want, so you can choose anything. So for now, let me be for the demo purpose, let us have a like share with everyone. Yeah, that's it, we are set. Yeah, so in here we can see the configuration wherein like this mail is being configured. You can add new configurations like however you want. You can also, if you still like forgot to add the exclusive address there, you can still add it here. You have an option. By default, basically we get this as a exclude address because it's like this is the with the name I created my org. So by default, it comes with that, and it is inevitable. We cannot remove it based on our wish. So this is by default, it comes here. So I'm just going to let's consider like we have a contact. Like I have a already set of 40 contacts in my account. So like what I'm going to do is let me create a new contact. I'm going to give number as something blah blah blah, and just create an account to relate this contact, and I'm going to give a mail ID as like this. Yeah, so this is the person. So Let's go to this activity email. So now I'm just going to add that account. I have read. I'm going to add my Office 365 account. So there you have chosen Office 65, and this is the place where you're going to actually configure it. So that is how it works. Now we have configured everything. Let's give it a sec to refresh. Yeah, let's go to email, and so this is to this person, which will be configured with their email address which we provided in the contact, and as a subject is like we are going to give uh, feedback form or something. Yeah, or like this is like we are giving a feedback form to them as a use case. It can be like either they have already sent you a mail and they've got an issue. You can just reply to that also, just for uh, demo thing. I'm just creating something like this. So the email will be sent. So that person who's going to be uh, the customer, he can just see it in the see it here. He will receive that mail in through his like mail ID. Yeah, this is it. And again, whatever that person gives as a reply, be it from the org through like inside. So without having an email ID and giving them reply for 40 contacts or like 40 people in a day, this mode of like storing things in the will help you to handle them in a proper way. Just send. So the reply can also be viewed there. So feedbacks, yeah. So this is how it works. So these are like the very two modes which we are getting our customers to like get back to us. One is like the main thing is the web chat, wherein we have to make the omni channel available for the person to get in touch with us. And the second one is through the mail. So we can capture them or we can get in touch with the customers through the mail, which is going to be very helpful for them as well as for us. So this is how it works. So the two ways which we have. Yep, these are all the sample things. It'll show a kind of a history kind of thing, and this is how it works. System to Sunil and ABCD Sunil to system. So this is how the reply and everything it works. You can see, hi, thank you. The reply is being seen here. So this is how it works. The next very cool feature we are going to discuss is like social media integration. When we talk about customers, the very common place that we are going to find our customers and get in touch base with the customers is through social media as well, because like a lot of people are here spending their time on social media, and for an account, let it be you and me as well. Yep. So we are going to catch them through the social media, and let's see how we are going to do it. Let's quickly go to setup, service setup. Social media is like in Salesforce Essentials, like you can connect two social medias. One is like the Twitter, another one is like the Facebook. So what we are going to do is we are going to embed the business account, what we have, into this essential job. Thereby, it helps us to get in touch with them. So whenever they are going to give tweet us, for example, when we use Twitter, when are they are going to tweet us, it'll show you inside the. So yeah, turn Facebook posts into cases or turn tweets into cases. So their tweets will get stored inside our org as a case. So I'm just going to give I agree and then give it a start. Yeah, I'm just having this as my official account. Let it be customer for the time being. Later on, I'll just remove it and show you the demo purpose. So it's like customer Harni be my official account for the business. As a sample, just don't get confused with the name of the Twitter account. So let it just assume it's a normal Twitter account which I'm using for a business purpose. So let it be that part. I'm just going to authorize. Yeah, in here also we are going to add users in there. So I just have only one user in my org, so it just shows this. If it's like 10 or 15, you can pick the users who wants to do this thing and you can show it there. Yeah, that's it. So yes, our account is business account is being configured in the into the Salesforce Essentials account. So this is like it will be like this is going to be the business account. So what we are going to do is we are just going to do some mention ABCD or some mention with that business account and see if it gets reflected inside the org, and if they are going to give some reply in the org, and let's see if like we are going to get that reflected in the Twitter, and the customer and business part is going to be done. I just took this as an example because like already we have I have configured already an account. So let's take this as a use case. You have 10 Twitter accounts and you have configured them all. So suddenly if you feel like you have to remove one of the Twitter account, or if you feel like this is no more in use, let's have five. So in that case, what you're going to do? In that case, we're just going to give that social customer service account. So this will hold all the external database, which is the Twitter accounts or Facebook, which aren't included inside the Facebook. They don't belong to the Salesforce. So that is what we have. So already I have this as my business account configured. And again, I have just for showing you for the demo purpose, I'm just having something to another one I've added as a Twitter account. So I can just remove or just make it inactive or stop, whatever. Like how I feel to go with it, I can do. So just we have only one. So this is going to be my business account. With the help of the previous steps which I showed you in the demo, I have added it, and this is going to be the official business account I'm holding on. And I have a customer that is Harini customer. So what they are going to do is like here they have mentioned Harini customer. They have just made a tweet mentioning that tracking ID is required. I can just show you. Hey, hi. And today's 8th and just 8, 12, need help. And then I'm just going to make it as I mention the business account which I have. So I'm just going to have it as yeah, this is my business account, and I'm just going to give it only people I mentioned. So whoever gets to see the thing will be the people whom I have mentioned. I'm just going to tweet it. So once I have tweeted it, it will be inside the Salesforce as a case registered. Let me close this quickly. See, we have like Twitter and Facebook thing is there, and like this is how it will work. Since it'll take some time to get reflected in inside our org, I'll just for the demo purpose, I'll just show you a sample wherein already a person has commented on, like he has tweeted us, and this is how it will look like. So this is the personal, I mean, this is the account of the customer. So it will come like this. It will be the case, and they have given something open status along with the contact details and everything, and what they have tweeted and the subject, everything will be in the or. So quickly, like we can just go to social, we can just post them a reply. It's like two things: either you can just reply to them or you give a direct message. So if you want to give a reply, just make sure that you're going to follow that customer and then make it as a reply. I can just show you a direct message for now. That so like they have given an issue, I'm just going to address that issue. So hey, hi, uh, um, detailed description of the issue, please. And I'm just going to tweet it. So I have given a direct message. So when I go to the, let's give it a sec. Yeah, so social post was created. So let's jump in here. And we'll be getting a message where we send, hey, hi, detail this thing. And the person can reply from here. So this will be the, uh, mm, I mean, like the customer who has got some trouble and he's getting trying to reach you. Um, uh, Damaged product or something. And again, this can be seen uh, inside the org. And like as I showed you direct message, we can also like post a reply to them. So that is how they mentioned our name, like the business account, as a post, and we can reply to that post as well. Let me show you the same part, social. And then like we have direct message reply. Earlier we went for direct message, now we are just going to give it as a reply and see, hi, tell me something, and just tweet it. So that tweet can be seen in the personal account of that customer. So just quickly refresh it. Yeah, so like that is how it works. You give a reply and you can just have uh, a conversation like that as in the form of DM or as a reply as well. So here it is like, hi, tell me. This is how we posted from the org. So on the whole, Essentials helps you to capture your customers in all the three forms, which include a social media as well as web chat as well as an email. So this is the main part of it. And like it also helps you to capture it through Facebook as well. You can just create a Facebook account as a business account and just configure it and keep that inside the, I mean, like connect it inside the Salesforce. And being a customer, like someone who has bought something from you will be able to get in touch base with you through Facebook. I'm just using Twitter for, like demo purpose. So yeah, these are the main cool features which helps Essentials help to capture small business startups, the customer. So this is how it works. And we have a few disadvantages as well. Like I won't call it in that way because like this is very apt for the startup people. So the startup people will gradually will not have this much burden on their shoulders like big business people have. So these won't be that much hectic for them to handle with. They have like as we all know, the big objects is used in Salesforce and is just limited to 100. There are some custom field limitations to 5, and dynamic reports are there, and you will not be able to get dashboards. These are not available. These are not available in the sense like even the paid version, these are not available. Maybe in the future they might extend some of the things to, for the small startup people. And like custom permission set or not, you cannot create a custom permission set and then assign them. So that will not be quite possible for as the business develops and you have to opt for like more and more things, then you have to ultimately switch over. So Essentials is mainly for small startups, and for small startups, these will be available. this much specifications will be enough for them. And these are some of the things that they don't have. And like reporting snapshots, these are not available. As we all know, the web to case or web to lead is not possible. I don't think this will not be a problem, because already we are able to capture them in more than one form. It's not like web to case or web to lead, we are able to capture them through web chat, mail, as well as the social media. So these will not be a bigger problem when compared to the thing. It's like from an Excel, like they have to switch, they can switch over for this without spending so much as a bigger or a bigger business person can afford. So that is how the essentials really work. Before like you go into and start exploring, just remind that the omni channel has to be in the on mode, like which I can show you. Yep. The omni channel, this has to be in that available chat mode, so that it'll be it'll be able to capture the thing. If it is not in that, it will get some other not some other, we'll get another kind of a channel which will be like, let me show you that example as well. Say it's like um, available phone or something, and I'm just going to close this, give this, and just give it a preview. It'll, since it'll be directly stored into a contact, it'll show you a page of the contact. Yeah, and these two fields that we have in here, these were available for them, which we chose there, adding something or like which we gave there. So submit, and this can be stored as a contact inside the organ. That person can, I mean, again get back to you as an email, which I showed you through the Einstein activity capture. So that's just how the entire cycle works. I hope you found this very useful, and just thank you. And like we are open to Q&A, you can ask. And we also have a quiz in there.
Yeah, I have posted a link in the chat. You can just click it and you can answer those questions. And also, we are open to your questions. You can also provide your valuable feedback in the link which I have sent in chat. Any questions, anyone? Harini, can you see the chat?
Yeah, I'm just
Someone
viewing it. I'm
posted.
just viewing it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like what exactly does the tick in omni channel does? So it's like you basically, that tick is like you're making it. If you like touch the tick, what it'll do is it'll just show you as a case, so that you can start chatting with them. So that is the main purpose. It's like basically we have a note, and whatever things we have done, we'll just make it a tick, right? If you have finished or something. So it's just like that. It's just what we have in a note, it's just available as digitally, just as a thing in omnichannel. You just click that, just give it a take, so that that will be moved to the chat, and you'll be able to see. If you haven't made it as a tick, it will be available still there existing. Later on, you can just give it a tick and move there and start a conversation. So that is how it happens. I think I have answered one question. And can we not add more than 10 users? If I have 11 users, I need to upgrade, or is this replacing group edition? Yep. It's like as I already said, my business, it's limited to 10 users. I know my number of users, so I opt for this. And I have 11 users. Yep, you have to go switch over for a like next edition. I'll not say it better, because like essentials itself is better, but it's like 10 user. My business demands only that amount of person or people involved. So if you want 11, better switch over to the next edition. That would be the optimal solution, I guess. Yep, I think I have answered the second question as well. Anything else?
Yep, you can also share the feedback in the call or else in this link. You will work on it and we will come up with the better thing in our next meetup, definitely. Any questions or any suggestions?
I think Santosh Kumar is asking like how we can get a trial log for the same. It's like you just give a Google search as Salesforce Essential. That how we go for a developer, or we just click it as SF Essentials Trial Edition, and you'll be getting into a channel there, and we can see give me a trial will be there. Just click. Fill the detail like first name, last name, email, phone number, and just give a tick as yeah, I agree to the some terms and conditions, and you will be posted to your trial org, wherein like it'll be as I said 14 days trial. A link will be sent to the mail for authentication, which later you'll be using it for password authentication, and then proceed for whatever work you have. So that's how it works basically. And I think you have uh, we have shared the link for us, a sign up link. Hope that will be useful for you if you want to jump in and explore essentials. Record types, we don't have that much, restrictions. Record types are as well available. Yeah, it is available. Profile, it's like that is how they have configured their essentials to be like more specific, and they have limited their business person who is going to use it. Record types and profiles are not same, as we all know. And why not profiles? That is how they are configured. So what can we say regarding it? Okay, the changes that we are making in the sales portal, like the backend part of the web chat. I'm not sure here what you mean. SF admin is like the person who is. Can you please repeat about the record types? Are they? Yeah, the record types are available. I think I have answered you. And the next question is like SF admin. Yeah, the person who knows these, he will configure and give it to the business person. In here, like let us imagine like me as a business person as well as a person who knows Salesforce. So I'm doing everything. To be to have a more specified example, I can say I'm running a business and I have a tech admin or the sf admin who is going to take care of all these, and I'm going to run the business. I've appointed him to maintain and do everything in the Salesforce, so he'll configure it, and I'll be just doing the like how I get in touch with the client part alone. I'll do, he'll configure everything and give me. Yeah, good, you have completed the whole quiz, very good. Adding fields is like, I think there is a limit as well. You can add, you can create custom fields, but there is a limit as well. As we have in the enterprise edition or advanced editions, which has very unlimited like features that will not be available in essentials, since it is mainly for again and telling small business group, and hence the field everything is limited to a count.
Hey, if you have more queries, you can just mail me at bhavazani.ganesan@trailblazerscgl.com. I have posted in the chat. You can just ping me and ask your queries. Definitely, we will answer all your questions. And thanks for your valuable time. I hope this session will be really useful for everyone. I hope we didn't bore you. And thanks for joining. Thanks, Harini, especially to you. Thanks.